Welcome back. Now for your 5-day weather forecast, we go outside to Vanessa Marciano.
Don't let the sunshine fool you this week as temperatures are continuing to drop. Now here's your complete 5-day weather forecast. Today, it will be partially cloudy with high winds and a high of 12. This evening, we will see isolated showers with a low of -6. Tomorrow, keep your umbrellas handy as there is a 70% chance of showers. There will be a high of 9 and a low of -3. On Sunday, we're going to be able to enjoy part of our weekend with sunshine, but bundle up as there's going to be a cool breeze with a high of 3 and a low of -1. Monday, it will be sunny with cloudy periods, bringing us a high of 6 and a low of 0. On Tuesday, the warmer temperatures will rise back up with the day full of sunshine, with a high of 10 and a low of 6. That's all for your 5-day weather forecast. Don't forget to turn your clocks back an hour as daylight savings kicks in at 2 a.m. on Sunday. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Vanessa. Turning now to national and international news. A TSA security officer has been shot and killed by a gunman in LAX airport in Los Angeles. The suspect was using a high-powered rifle at a security checkpoint. Terminal 2 and 3 have been evacuated, and CBS Los Angeles says the gunman has been secured by law enforcement. Further details are still incoming.
A series of Israeli airstrikes has shaken the Middle East. American officials say Israeli warplanes destroyed a shipment of Russian missiles near the Syrian government-held city of Latakia. Israeli defense officials have not yet issued a statement. The Syrian government is allied with Hezbollah, the Islamic militant group in conflict with Israel. In related news, Hamas has claimed that Israel warplanes also attacked a tunnel in the Gaza Strip after fighting between Israel and Hamas Thursday night.
Chinese authorities say the East Turkestan Islamic movement is responsible for Monday's deadly car attack on Tiananmen Square. Police say the car contained flags with slogans consistent with the East Turkestan Islamic movement. The faction is a radical Muslim sect who wish to establish an Islamic state in China's Xinjiang province. Xinjiang is populated largely by China's Uyghur minority, which practices a moderate form of Sunni Islam. The movement is listed as a terrorist group by the United Nations and is believed to have connections to the Taliban.
Day 2 of the Conservative Convention is underway in Calgary. There is no word yet on how Harper will address the Senate scandal in his speech or if he will even mention it. The Senate adjourned early on Thursday and took today off entirely, which guarantees no vote until Monday at the earliest.
And now with your sports news, here's Rachel Landry.
Thanks, guys. Your Humber Hawks men's and women's volleyball teams square off against Redeemer tonight. The women get their shot at the Royals first at 6, and then the men get their turn at 8. The games will be the home openers for both of Redeemer's volleyball teams. The Leafs' Carter Ashton will have to face the NHL's Department of Player Safety today for his hit on Flames player Derek Smith. During Wednesday's game in Calgary, Ashton drove Smith into the boards from behind. He was given a 2-minute penalty on the play and then another 5 minutes for fighting when Flames defenseman Shane O'Brien took exception to the hit. Smith was not injured on the play. The department hearing will take place on a conference call. The Leafs will finish up their Western road trip against Vancouver tomorrow night at 7. An 8-year-old Pittsburgh Penguins fan diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor got the opportunity to meet his favorite player yesterday. Matthew Jacko was diagnosed with the tumor 18 months ago. He appeared on Pittsburgh's WTAE-TV wearing a Penguins t-shirt and named Sidney Crosby his favorite player. The Penguins invited him to their game against Boston on Wednesday, then invited him back to their practice yesterday. Matthew was brought into the locker room where he was surprised to see Crosby, who did not practice. Crosby presented Matthew with a signed jersey and stick and gave him a tour of the facilities.
He thinks the world of Sidney, you know. And for him to actually meet him and for him to give us a tour and everything, that was just really awesome.
Thank you.
Matthew also got the opportunity to meet another Penn star, Evgeny Malkin. Colorado Avalanche goaltender Semyon Varlamov, who was arrested on suspicion of second-degree kidnapping and third-degree assault, has been released from jail. Varlamov posted $5,000 bond on Thursday. A judge told Varlamov he would be allowed to travel with the team, but was ordered to stay away from his girlfriend. His girlfriend, Evgenia Vavrenuk, told investigators that Varlamov kicked her in the chest, dragged her by her hair, and told her in Russian that he would have beaten her more if they had been in Russia. And for your game of the night, we head to the court for the Toronto Raptors and Atlanta Hawks matchup. The Raps are on the road after a win at home against the Celtics in the season opener. Atlanta fell short in their last game against the Dallas Mavericks, losing 118-109. Toronto sits on top of the Atlantic Division going into tonight's game. The game starts at 7:30. And that's all for sports. I'm Rachel Landry. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Rachel. After the break, we'll get the latest in entertainment from Aaron Kenny.
TV's favorite mistress visits Saturday Night Live, and I've got all your weekend movies coming up on Entertainment.